And also, this is my uniform hoodie with the hood up because no one has time to do hair, and painting pants. Woohoo! Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am currently in Woodstock, New York, outside. It is October, it is peak foliage season. The leaves are beautiful, the weather is crisp, and I just finished my biggest mural to date. I got the opportunity to put some art up on the walls at a restaurant called Goodnight here in upstate New York, and I wanted to bring you along that journey. So I'm going to be doing it on this wall here, and I have my projector set up. This is kind of what the final setup is looking like. But as you can see, I can't see anything on that wall. The lighting here is making things a little bit more difficult than I was anticipating. I thought turning the lights off would be enough. You can see I have my projector here. You can see I have my image, but to actually see the image is actually really difficult. When you come closer though, it's more visible, but still difficult. For so long, I've looked for an alternative to chalk to draw my murals onto the wall. Normally this chalk doesn't erase as easily as it does on this wall paint. This is the perfect case scenario. I've seen other artists use chalk just fine, and I was wondering why it didn't work for me. I would use chalk on my murals and I wouldn't be able to wipe it away. It would literally sink into the paint on the walls and I wouldn't be able to clean it. And come to find out, it was because of the finish of the paint. On this project, I used eggshell paint and it cleaned so easily as opposed to matte paint. And so that small detail really made all the difference for this project. Eggshell paint is the perfect finish where it's not too glossy, but it still has a sheen and it's super easy to clean. Having never done this scale before, using this particular medium and trying to create a style that I had envisioned but never actually executed, I had to learn along the way. Like I did a lot of learning as I went, and my first attempts, it just weren't really translating how I had envisioned, and I had to paint over it and try again. It just was a bit too dark, too blotchy, and not fluid and flowy enough, which is what I was going for, this like almost dreamlike quality, to really emphasize the nature of Goodnight. I finally got the cheat sheet that I was going for. The first pink that I laid down was just a little bit too like bubblegum pink. I needed more of a peachy pink, which is what I'm laying in right now. Because this mural was so big and I had people put their trust in me that I was going to deliver what I said I was going to do, even though I haven't done it before, I really had to put aside a lot of the hesitations that I had and maybe the fear that I had and just move forward. because I made promises, but also I made promises to myself that I could do something and I wanted to see it through. So this mural really helped me reach a level of consistency that allowed me to enter into the quote unquote flow state, as they call it. And never before have I ever been able to be in that headspace every single day for such an extended period of time. And what I found in that time is I was really able to work on my problem solving skills and realizing if I didn't have the answer now, that it didn't mean that I wasn't able to get there through trial and error. And I embraced trial and error. I definitely embraced starting over if something just wasn't working. But also trusting that if I put something down, that I could just move on. I built up such a library of experience to fall back on and look forward, or to look back on when I have future projects. So that was really exciting that I was able to unlock that feature, so to say, during this mural. Good morning, everyone. It's 9:43. I'm getting started a little bit later than I would have liked. I really think that the mural is in a good place. I'm liking where it's at. My boyfriend encouraged me to get a little bit uncomfortable today, and I think he just means like move on. I think that's his way of like saying like keep moving forward. Because I am definitely one to get caught up in the small details. I am also definitely one to erase things, paint over things, and try again. We don't really have the time for that. But I need to do what I need to do. I know what I want it to look like. And if it doesn't look like that, I'm gonna erase it. That's just, it is what it is. But it's in a good place. The other night I tried to come in at scaring me. You scared me. I just saw a man outside of the door.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Oh. I asked him to go pick me up a scone, and I looked in the bag, and I saw a muffin, or I don't know what this is. This is not a muffin, right?
That's a baker's muffin.
A baker's muffin? What's a baker's muffin?
I have no idea. It's for me.
I know that.
You got this.
Because I was looking in the bag, and when I saw that, I was like, no, they were out of scones. Because that happens to me. That's my curse. You know that? This is my projection setup, projector, computer, wall. Projection setup. You can see where I'm going to be going back in with those outlines. You can very faintly see the outline of all the flowers that are going to be put in. This is where I'm at so far. Chamomile flowers, orange peel, rose hips, bergamot oil, turmeric, rose petals. Beautiful. Made about 4 trips to Home Depot trying to find the perfect paint color to match the poppies that I have referenced in my reference image. I feel like this is so fitting. Just look at the name. Sugar Poppy. I'm being ridiculous by trying to find the exact paint color at Home Depot, because how often do we really use the paint that comes right out of the paint tube. Very rarely do I use a paint straight out of the tube, but Home Depot has so many options. I kind of go a little crazy, and today alone I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paint samples. Here, let me show you. That's too many. That's far too many. What I'm trying to do is really capture the color scheme of the restaurant without being too on the nose with the color match, but I feel like I have enough colors now where I can start to implement some color theory and mix the exact color that I need, because unfortunately, now that I'm looking at these paint colors, none of them are really what I need, nor what I want. Welcome to a rainy day, painting day. Join me. It's gonna be a good day. What are you doing back there? You're putting on music?
Yeah.
Why?
You want music?
I'm gonna put on The Office. Office. We're here 2 weeks in. I have to finish in the next 5 days. Let's get set up. I'm honestly very surprised at myself for doing such a large sheet, because when I was younger, I could not for the life of me work large because I would get so focused on detail. This is really forcing me to think bigger, work faster, have less care and concern for the small details that you can always revisit later. But I always need a little reminder to keep on looking at the big picture, because I get caught up in the detail and I have to step back and look at it. But it's hard to step back and look at it when you're on top of that scaffolding, because getting down off of that, let me just show you me getting up on it. This is me getting on the scaffolding. Okay, I'm up. And if I want to take a step back and look at it, this is how I have to get down. Ouch. Okay, that doesn't happen every time, but it's difficult. And then I take a step back and I look at it, and I have to do that every time. It's time to clean up for the day. I'm putting away this scaffolding. I had a full days of work today. I'm wrapping up now because I gotta go get ready to go into work. I am a server at a different restaurant, the sister restaurant of this restaurant. Full day's work, and all I got painted was one single flower, and it's not even finished. That's okay though, because I learned a lot this time around. I painted over this particular flower at least 4 times, and I finally feel like I'm getting somewhere. But we're back outside, the sun's out. I told you it would be a good day. Let me back up so you can see the full thing. So the goal for today is to add the details onto the flowers that really give it depth, dimension, some contrast, and some variations. Because right now, they're pretty one note. They need a little more oomph to them to really make them stand out. This one has been the problem child since I started this mural. I have painted over this flower a good 5 times, and it's about to be 6, because it's more of the experimental flower, I would say. It's where I practice my technique, and then I go and apply it to the other flowers. So that's the goal for today. And then tomorrow is just going to be fine-tuning details. We are almost done. Do you see the finish line? because I do. I see it. Thank God. It's been a little bit longer than I anticipated. That is every project. That is every single project I have ever started my entirety of life. Everything takes longer than expected, except for the things that you want to last. When a deadline is chasing you, time is just nowhere to be found. What is up with that? So that I can get down here. Yeah, let's work on this flower today. Let me show you up close. We're working with. This is what we're working with.
ones that you love, to love the ones that you see.
Sour punishment for not wanting to have lunch.
Why don't you get over lunch, Oscar? Everybody else is passing, okay?
My favorite activity of the day, cleaning brushes. Not. For whatever reason, this is my least favorite part of the day, is washing my brushes. The paint just seems to come out endlessly. But I did it every day because I didn't want to lose brushes. These brushes were so special to me. They were new. I've never used ones like these before. But they were they were just getting the job done that I'm like, I better keep these, because I went back to Blick to see if they had any more sold out. So I really had to preserve them, wash them, and care for them every day. I still have to come in one last time to finish one single flower. As we bring this mural to a close, I just wanted to quickly talk about painting in public. There's always a level of interaction that you're accepting when you do mural work. Obviously, you don't have to talk to people, but it is nice because I always like to hear what people have to share about their own experience with art. And this time around, I got to speak with the lovely Addie almost on a daily basis. She would clean while I would paint, and I wanted to share a bit of that with you.
My name is Maria Adeleide Alves da Rocha. Eu sou do Brasil. I'm from Brazil, and I enjoy this beautiful artist. All right, look the beautiful job she did.
Thank you so much. Perfect.
I love flowers, and I used to do flowers. For me, it was the easy one to do.
Did you
flowers.
Look at a flower and paint it, or you just from your mind?
No, have to look. Sometimes you have this flower here, this thing here.
Yeah.
You want to paint it then. You put there in the paper like here, and you go around her. You go to have the shape,
Yeah, the shape of Well, that's all she wrote. I'm done for the day. I'm walking away. I am walking away from this. It's a wrap on the mural here at Goodnight. I just want to say thank you so much to the owners for allowing me to put up this beautiful piece. I so enjoyed the process, and it just was like, I just felt so fulfilled day in and day out, being able to show up and do something that I love. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. So thank you so much for watching. Join me on the next one.